Hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day. I know I did. Today I'm making a video for you guys, and it's just gonna be on my best and worst products in my beauty collection, I guess you could say. But let's just hop right into it. I'm gonna try and start off like with face makeup and then working my way as I would actually do my makeup in the morning. So face is gonna be first, and eyes, and whatever, you know. So I'm gonna start off with foundation. And I recently went OD at Sephora and got like 10,000 samples because I ran out of foundation and I needed to try something new. Well, I wanted to try something new, so I figured I would go to Sephora and get samples of like a whole bunch of different stuff and see how I liked it. So my first thing here is I have 3 different samples of Kat Von D's Lock It foundation. And these bags look kind of nasty, but whatever. So I have these samples, and it's no point of showing you because we all know what sample jars look like, but I'll open the bag and show you anyway. They just look like these little jars, like this. And they put the little sample in there, foundation or whatever you want. So I am basically obsessed with this foundation, and when I run out of these samples I'm gonna go buy the full size. I'm in shade 54. The reason I have so many is because of the fact that the one Sephora that I went to, they didn't have my shade, so they gave me 52 and 56 to mix them together and make 54, but then I went to another one and got 54. So when I'm done with all of that, I'm gonna buy full size. And like, I'm obsessed with this foundation just because it's very full coverage and you don't need a lot of product to cover your face. Like, it's so thick, but when it's on you can't feel like the weight on your face, you know. Like, it's very light foundation but it's thick, if that makes any sense. And it dries to like almost like a powdery finish, but it's matte as well. And I know for the upcoming season, like, matte skin is out and dewy skin is in, but I like matte foundation personally. So that's that. Then I also, a few weeks ago, got a sample of this Guerlain foundation, and this is in shade 4. I don't like this at all. I would put this on my least favorite list of foundation. I mean, the coverage is good. It's buildable coverage, but it's very perfumey, and I don't like that. Like the Kat Von D, I hate the smell, but I love the foundation itself. The smell smells like paint. It's horrible. But once it dries, you can't smell it. This Guerlain foundation smells so perfumey, it's unbelievable. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't like it at all. And I don't know. So I'm just going to toss that to the side. Then moving on, I have a thing with MAC foundations. When I first started using MAC foundations, I didn't like them. But I've learned to like them over like the past year, I would say. The one that I have here is Matchmaster. This is in shade 4.0. It looks like this. There's like none left. This is why I had to go out and get a new one. When I first started using MAC foundations, they seemed very cakey to me. I just did not like the way they looked on my skin. They dried to like almost a powdery finish, like the Kat Von D one. And it's just, I don't like that cakey kind of look. But then I learned that if you set it with a powder and then spray Fix Plus over it, this is also on my best products list, I guess. If you spray this over the powder that you set it with, it just takes that cakiness away, and like, I've learned to work with MAC foundation. So Matchmaster, I would say, is on my best list. But my holy grail foundation will always and forever be Makeup Forever HD foundation. This foundation I'm in love with, and I will forever be in love with this stuff. It's just the most beautiful finish. It's buildable coverage. It doesn't dry powdery. Like, it just looks like skin. It's beautiful. And this is in the shade N155. And I don't know what else to say. Like, I love this. Every review that you've heard saying that, you know, this foundation is amazing, believe it, because it is. So if you don't have it, or if you've never tried it, take yourself to Sephora. Do like I did and get like a million samples of something. Like, get a sample of this and you will be obsessed. A drugstore foundation that I also like is Neutrogena Healthy Skin. This is in the shade 40. This is when I'm super pale, like I am kind of now, but this foundation's pretty good. It's almost kind of comparable to Makeup Forever. It's just a drugstore alternative. So if you didn't want to spend that much money on the Makeup Forever one, you can go to your local like Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Duane Reade, whatever you have, and get yourself some of this. So it's pretty good. I like that too. Another drugstore foundation that I bought that I absolutely hate, but I was so disappointed because I thought I was gonna love it because I heard so many reviews on it, and it's just like I ended up hating it, is the Revlon Color Stay Whipped. And this is in the shade 240 Natural Beige. I hate this foundation so much, and I thought I was gonna love it just because of all the good things that I heard about it. I really hate it. Like it's just I don't like the way it looks on my skin, and it's very, I don't know how to describe the texture when it's in the little jar, but because it's not a liquid, but it's not like a, I don't know what I would explain this as, but it doesn't move, like it does not come out of this little jar, but it looks like this, and it's really like fluffy and like, I don't know, whatever, that's why it's called whipped. But I don't like this foundation at all. And after seeing so many reviews on it saying like, oh, I love this foundation, it's the best stuff ever, blah blah, I went out and tried it, and I feel like I just wasted my money on this, honestly, because it just looks so cakey. Even with like how I said I spray my Fix Plus on my foundation after I use MAC stuff, do that with the Revlon stuff, and like it still looks cakey. It's just horrible. I just don't like it at all, and I don't know. If you have it and it works for you, please tell me what you do that's different, because I want to like it, it's just I don't. So moving on, then I'm just gonna say my beauty blender for application purposes. Use this for everything. Obsessed. Will never use a brush ever again. So that's that. Then I'm gonna move on to concealer. I'm gonna start off with my favorite concealer. This is the Boiing Concealer by Benefit, and this is in the shade 4. It just looks like this. And as you can see, I have used so much product, but that's just because it's amazing. I started using this because I ran out of my Eve Pearl Salmon Concealer, which I also love. I just don't have it with me anymore because I threw it out because there was nothing left. But yeah, so this is like a concealer that I put under my eyes before I put any highlighter or anything under there. I always put this on under my eyes before I do anything. And I'm just like obsessed. It doesn't settle under your fine lines. It's very lightweight. Like, I love this stuff. So definitely try this out. Another one that I have for just putting on your face would be the MAC concealer. I forget what this is. This is a Studio Finish Concealer. This is NW30. And it's just the ones that come in a little pot like this. This you never want to put under your eyes because it's so thick it will settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. Put this, like if you have a blemish, like I have one right here, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I have one right here. Put it over that, put it around the redness on your nose, put it around your face. Don't ever put that under your eyes because it's going to settle. Even if you set it with a powder, it's just going to settle. But I love this stuff. I've had this little pot literally for like 2 years, and there's still so much product in here. So like, don't be scared to spend the money, because I feel like if you were to buy a drugstore concealer, that's gonna run out like this, and because it's not as much product in those little pans that they give you at the drugstore. I'd rather personally go out and buy the concealer from like a high-end brand because it's a lot more product and
it's gonna last you a long ass time.
I heard so many great things about Hard Candy's Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer, and I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it's very liquidy to me, and I don't feel like it covers what it needs to. I don't know. It's personal preference for me. Like, that's my personal vendetta against this little stuff. Like, I don't like this as much as I guess I should. I don't know. A lot of people in the makeup world, like, they love this stuff. I just don't care for it as much as I do other products. But if you've tried it, like I said before with the foundation, if you've tried this and like it, let me know what you do different, because I don't care for it as much as I should, I guess. Moving on to face powders, I'm gonna start off with MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation, and this is NW30 as well, and it just looks like this. And this is also a nice powder to put. I usually put this over, if you've seen my foundation routine that I will link over here somewhere, I usually used to put this under my eyes just to give that extra bit of coverage, but this is also good if you put like a light wash of foundation on your face and then you want a little bit more coverage than your foundation is giving you. Put a little bit of this powder over, you're good to go, because this is also a powder and foundation, so it gives you that extra bit of coverage. But I love this stuff and I will always use this. Then I have MAC's Mineralized Skinfinish Natural, and this is in medium deep. I know this is super dark for me, but I use this to contour my face lately. This is what I've been into using instead of my Hoola bronzer, because I'm out of that stuff. Well, I'm almost out of it, so I need a new one. But I love all MAC's Mineralized Skin Finishes. They are just beautiful. They look beautiful on the skin. They look so natural, like they say. I just have no complaints about it. But this, if you get a darker one like I have here, you can use this to contour your face. And then if you get darker in the summertime, you can also use it as a face powder. So it's a win-win in my book. And then I also have Nye's Banana Powder. I'm sure you've all heard of this banana powder. Everyone rants and raves about this, and I see why. I don't know. I love this stuff to set your under eye and anywhere that you're highlighting on your face. It doesn't give that flashback in pictures. This blends into your skin. It doesn't have that white flash when you take a picture. So I really like this powder. It's beautiful. Then I have MAC's Prep and Prime Highlighter, and this is in the color Light Boost. Light Boost. I thought it was Light Frost. Light Boost. Oops. It's the yellow one. And it looks like this. But when you open it, it's like one of those twisty things, and then like the product comes out of this little brush here. I am obsessed with this stuff. This is amazing for highlighting under the eyes and then down the nose, up here, down here, here, like everywhere. And then I set it usually always with my banana powder. Love, 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 love these two things together. Try them out if you haven't. Moving on, I'm gonna go into cheek stuff. I have a few things here. I don't have anything that I can complain about for cheeks, but I will show you my MAC Desert Rose Blush, because as you all know, I use this in like every video and I'm obsessed. But this is my favorite MAC blush in the world. I have pink, but I'm not as obsessed with it as I am with Desert Rose. But so this will forever be my favorite blush, MAC Desert Rose. If you don't know it, get to know it. I've also been into lately my Wet n Wild blushes. I've had these for like a really long time, but they've always just kind of been in the back of my makeup drawer, and I never reach for them because I'm always reaching for Desert Rose. But I've been into them really like a lot lately. And this is in Heather's Silk. And these blushes are literally like a win-win-win because they are very compact. The packaging is like very slim. They're so pigmented, like it's crazy. You need like the littlest bit on your brush to like fill up your cheeks. And I like drag queen cheeks, so like I like you to see that color there. So these are like perfect for me, and they're also really cheap. They're like $2.99 or something. So you can get these at the drugstore. And this one is in Mellow Wine. This is also really beautiful. It's like a peachy pink. For another highlighting product that I forgot about, I have Benefit's High Beam. This is like a little baby sample of it. This, I don't like. I have learned my lesson, and I will stick to powder highlighters, like for that shimmery effect right here, not a highlighter like for under the eyes. A highlighter for like around the face. I will stick to powder for those because I feel like once you do your makeup and then you put this stuff on, it moves your foundation or any product that you have underneath it, and like a few of my friends agree that it does that. I don't know if maybe I'm using it wrong. I don't know. I have to keep playing around with this, but it's just every time that I use it, I hate it, and I just never want to use it again. So Benefit High Beam. Moving on to eye products. I'm going to start off with primers, and I will start off with Urban Decay's Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This stuff is the bomb. Love this. Will forever love this. This is the first thing that I ever started using to prime my eyes, and I will always love it, I feel like. I don't know. I just have nothing bad to say about it. I've tried every single one, like the colored ones, and then like the clear one, like this one, the original. I don't know. I love that stuff. And I also have Benefit Stay Don't Stray that you've probably seen in my most recent videos. It's just like a little brush like this. This is also a little sample thing because I got like this, the highlighter, and then the Hoola bronzer all together in like a little sample box just to try it out, and like now I see what I like and I don't like. So Benefit's eye primer is good. You should try that out. Now, 2 primers that I don't like, and I'm gonna say this and please don't crucify me for it, but I cannot stand MAC's paint pots. They just settle and like my eyeshadow crease. I just hate them. I hate them so much. I don't know. I just, I cannot stand. I can't stand them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you like them and they work for you, that's great. It's just for me personally, I just don't like them at all. So this is in the shade Soft Ochre, by the way. I don't know. MAC paint pots is just to me. Then I also have LORAC's Behind the Scenes Eye Primer, and it just looks like this. It's just a little tubey thing. This I also don't like because of the fact that, I mean, I do like how it feels. It's got that little silicone-y feel. It's just, I feel like because it's that silicone-y kind of texture, it makes my eyeshadow move around and crease as well. So I don't care for this as much either. And that came with my LORAC Pro Palette. It's just, I don't like it. Moving on to eyeshadow. Since we're talking about it, I have my LORAC Pro palette here. This stuff is amazing. LORAC shadows are the most creamy, smooth shadows ever in the world. Like, I love them. They remind me of like Inglot's shadows. So I really love this palette. Like, I love anything LORAC except for this right now. So you should try that out. I also have Urban Decay's Naked palette, the first one. Now, the reason that I have the first one is because of the fact that I am more of a warm tone kind of girl. I'm not a cool tone kind of girl. I do have both palettes, but it's just I feel like I gravitate more towards the first one than the second one just because I like those darker colors. So, those are my 2 favorite palettes. So my shadows, I would have to go with L'Oreal's Infallible shadows, and this one is in Ice Latte, which is my favorite one. And then I also have Continuous CoCo, and it's just like a brown. It looks like this underneath. They've got like a little hole so you can see it, and then like that's the packaging. But I forever love these shadows. They kind of feel like a cream if you feel them with your finger, like a swatch. They feel like a cream in the little pots, but when you put them on, it's like an eyeshadow. Like, it's the most bizarre thing in the world, but like, I love these things. So I don't know if you guys watch Merlina. She's from Makeup Geek here on YouTube. I will link her down below if you want to check her out. She's amazing. Check her out. But she reviewed these eyeshadows and basically said that they are dupes for the Dior eyeshadows. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Dior. I'll link that video down below too, so check that out. But these are a dupe for the Dior shadows, so if you don't want to spend like $1 million, because I know I don't, for those Dior shadows, check these out. But they're really long wearing and I love them. Next, moving on, I have these eyeliners, and I'm obsessed with Urban Decay eyeliners. I have like 1 million of them, and I love every single one. Like, I love them. They are so long wearing. Do so much with it. I'll just quickly go through which ones that I have. This is Smog, which I'm wearing right now in my waterline, and it's just like a golden brown kind of color. It's beautiful. It's just like the eyeshadow. Then I also have Zero. This was my first liner from them, and ever since they came out with Perversion, I never went back. But it's just a regular basic black. This is Uzi. It's like a silver grayish color, like a gunmetal-y kind of. Then I also have Empire, which is a purple color, and I used that in my New Year's Eve makeup tutorial. Next, I have Perversion, which is like the blackest black that I've ever used as a kohl liner, and it's beautiful. I need a new one, as you can tell, because it's so small. It looks like one of those little pencils that you would use back in like 2nd grade, like so small. But I need a new one soon. But I love that stuff. I then have Manline. This is like a greenish color. And then last but not least, I have Demolition, which is like a brown, a dark brown. So those are all my eyeliners from Urban Decay, but I love every single one of them. They're amazing. If you don't have them, check them out if you have the extra money to spend, because I think they're amazing. I also like MAC's Black Track Gel Liner, but I heard that L'Oreal's Hip Liners, the black one, is a really good dupe for that gel liner because of the fact that it's very creamy. It's kind of similar in texture, and the L'Oreal one I hear is actually a lot darker than the MAC, so I'm gonna buy that and check it out. If you guys want me to do a review on that, just let me know. Write that down below. I'll gladly do it for you guys. But then moving on to like lip stuff, I have my NARS Turkish Delight. You see this every single video, I swear. I'm gonna look through all my videos. Like, I'm pretty sure I put this in every freaking video. But I don't know, I love this. But I wouldn't recommend buying it just because of the fact that it's so much money. Like, it's like, I don't know, $25 or something for like a lip gloss. It's so not practical to buy, like, because there's so many dupes out there. But just for me, for personal like reasons, like I just love this stuff. I don't know. The smell is not good. Like, I don't like the smell of this stuff at all. That doesn't bother me really like it does like a lot of people, so I can deal with the smell. It's just the only downside to this, I guess, would be like the smell. And like the lasting effects of it, because of the fact that like I don't find it to stay on my lips as long as I would like it to. But I don't know, I still love this product. I don't know. And then the last thing that I want to talk about today is MAC's Brush Cleaner. And as you can tell, I have the littlest amount left that I don't know, like, there's literally like nothing that I can use this for. I like clean like 2 brushes and that's it. But this is really great for spot cleaning your brushes. Like, if you throw this on like a paper towel and then like kind of rub your brush in there, it'll spot clean it and it dries like that in like seconds. And then you could like continue to use it for something else. Like, let's say you had like one blending brush, you just blended a color, and you want to blend something else, you could clean that off, put another color on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing. I also use this stuff for cleaning my brushes, like deep cleaning once a week, and then also cleaning my beauty blender, just kind of pour it on there. This is great stuff. It helps sanitize everything. Like, it's just amazing. And I'm pretty sure it retails for like $15 if I'm not mistaken. I'll find out and then I'll put that down below as well in the bottom bar, so check that out if you want to know. But it's like a pink liquid, and it's just, I wish I had some left. I have to go buy some now, but that was the last thing that I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, just hit that like button wherever it is down here. Check the bottom bar, because I'll list all the things the products that I mentioned in this video. If you want me to do anything that I showed you guys today, just let me know. Write those in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. I think it's down here now too. I don't know, why do I look like this? Like, I look like a robot. But hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.